Beth, can I
Sure.
pick on you?
Yeah, just, we'll definitely take back, the opportunity to restate everything and to, ask the patient what they understood, that kind of whole kind of summary thing. And I'm also gonna focus on, these, I think they were called pearls, because
The parallels, the empathic statements?
well, there are just some ways in here to ask questions, and it may not be the pearls, but some of the ways to ask questions where I'm not seeking so much information, it's more narrow information. And that may be in the second section.
Okay, cool. So, I was just saying, I'll go around the room, is there one thing from this presentation that you think you're gonna take back and use?
Okay, I think there was a couple. I really liked the IC acronym though, asking like, what do you think is causing the pain? What worries you most about your symptoms? And then trying to be more empathetic, just throwing those in there and kind of recognizing what the patient's going through, and so that they know that I'm not just glazing over what they're feeling.
Nice, I like that.
Very specifically, I realized I always was using anything else, and now I need to change to what else.
Excellent.
You did that well.
More generally, I think I usually get there with a summary at the end, but it does make me think, like, actually I've noticed before, I'm wondering overall how I'm going to make this more efficient, how I can get all of these points done within a good time frame. I'm thinking to myself now, I've caught myself doing the summary at the end, thinking like, wow, just by summarizing this again, I'm realizing I've probably spent too long in this room or something. So I think overall I'm going to be trying to focus how I do all of these things more quickly.
Okay. Aaron?
I think the overall kind of just framework for working through your visit to make sure that you address all of your patients' concerns that you can help them with, I think is good, and I'll take that away for sure. And I think also just, you know, I certainly feel like, you know, I'm empathetic to my patients, but you know, I may not be, you know, verbalizing that all the time to them, even though I may truly, you know, feel something. And so maybe just, you know, just kind of addressing that and just being more cognizant that I should say something, so that that I know that they're feeling, you know, what I'm feeling about their situation.
Yeah, just so that you don't leave it up to speculation.
Sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nina?
I think maybe I should spend a little bit more time on the small hospital going to the big one. And also, explicitly say the framework that we use and then structure the conversation.
Oh, okay. And Carly?
I agree with Andrew that I noticed I was saying anything else, and I really like the what else to exhaustion. Like, I think that I could benefit from asking it until they really have nothing else, and so I'll definitely take that away. As well as negotiating the agenda, I think is really helpful in the order it's in here.
Yeah.
I think I maybe did it later in my visits, and it's going to be more effective here.
Yeah?
Eliciting all the concerns of the patient, even if they're not all going to be addressed that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say for me, the importance of the check back. I know the story that you gave about checking back with the medicine is very, and I think that can be used in any workplace. You have a bunch of stuff relayed to you, checking back, all right? And I know, Aaron, you did a really good job of being like, all right, what were the 2 important things that I said that you need to do prior to the surgery or not do? And it was, nothing to eat or drink. And I think that's really, really important. So.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. So, so we have changed this program many times. We have shortened it, we have changed slides, we've changed what we've said based on your feedback. So please give us feedback. It's really important to us. It's not just something that we check a box off, but we review everything and we make changes accordingly. And so there's some feedback, is it still in the envelope? There's some feedback that we're going to ask you to fill out today. It's in your folder. And then there's also a short survey that you can give us more feedback online that Kip will talk to you about in a moment. So it does guide future workshops, so we would really appreciate you take that time. The other thing that we've mentioned at least twice is that we have patient experience coaches that are going to come and into your space with your patients at your convenience in about 30 to 60 days and give you very specific feedback in your setting, which sounds scary, and actually most people say it's the best part. And this is a picture of our coaches, and that's quite the picture of you, Sam. All right.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to let Kip do this because he knows this a lot better than me. So I'll just hold on.
So first of all, on behalf of the Office of Patient Experience, we just want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedules to come to today's class. This has been a really well-received program, and the progress we've seen over the last couple of years has been really, really important, not only for our patient perspective, but also for the providers too. So a couple things as we close out today's class. One is there's going to be a form in your guys' folder that will help us set up your coaching observations. So before you leave today, please hand this to me so that we can set up your observation. It's this form right here. And we're looking, it doesn't have to be on those weeks that we identified either. So if you're not in clinic or you're not seeing patients those weeks, you know, it's any time around those. We are flexible to your guys' schedule and we'll meet you where you need us to meet you. And then the second piece is going to be your texting attendance. So if you've never used texting attendance, just kind of raise your hand and I'll come walk you through it. It's super easy. Otherwise, here is your guys' texting code today, the 37572, and that will help get you guys the credit for today's class. And like Karen said, you'll receive an email from me this afternoon that will include the link to the survey themselves.
Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you coming and all of your good work. And I'll steal some things from people in my group, if that's okay. The other thing is, you know, tell all your friends. And please do follow up with the coaching because I think you'll love it.